Welcome to Asian Flush.
Today we are tasting clear rum.
Rum is a liqueur made by distilling sugarcane molasses and sugarcane juice.
Rum originated in the Caribbean, but now is produced in every sugar major producing region in the world.
So another interesting fact about rum, that it is associated with the Royal Navy and pirates. And so with that, let's get into white rum.
And to start with, we're going to be drinking Costello's Silver Puerto Rican Rum. This starts with the proprietary yeast culture for the fermentation process, and then the continuation distillation process that allows the two distillates to combine and harmonize. And finally, it is filtered using proprietary charcoal filtration process. Cheers. Yeah, with this, I do get a hint of the sweetness from it, but I also get like the major alcohol burn with it.
So with this, it is an inexpensive rum. With inexpensive liquor overall, there is like the burning alcoholic aftertaste or like that goes through your mouth and just like wipes away all your taste buds. And now we have Cruisin' Aged Light Rum, a blend of rums aged 1 to 4 years in ex-bourbon barrels and filtered for a full-bodied taste. Cheers. Okay, so with this, to me, I get a small slight sweetness on the tip of my tongue, but other than that, it's pretty smooth. It doesn't burn as much as Costello's.
Yeah, I mean, it does taste more like a bourbon than it does taste like a rum, because I really don't get any of the sweetness from the rum. And now we have Fleshman's Island Rum, high quality and great value. Cheers. I do get that pure spirit taste with it, but I didn't get any of the sweetness of the rum.
So what he's trying to say is, basically, it tastes like vodka. And now we have Ronriquio Caribbean Rum, an authentic premium rum that is selected from only the finest rums in the Caribbean. Cheers. Oh, so drinking this overall, it just reminds me of like it had like a distinct taste of like sugarcane, like a sugarcane sweetness with it.
Yeah, for me, like after drinking it, like I get like this heavy like alcohol vapor that came back out like, wow, it was really good. And now we come to Bacardi Superior, a light and aromatic balanced aged rum that is 80 proof and offers an aroma of almonds and fruit with smooth and creamy flavor. Cheers. I do get like a sweet, and it is pretty smooth, but it still has the pure spirit taste to it.
So with that, basically when it's going down overall, you definitely still get the alcoholic burn that's like coats at the back of your throat or like comes back to your throat. With this too though, I understand why a lot of bartenders uses this as a mixer, because you still get that slight of sweetness with it, but you do get the alcoholic flavor with it. So just letting you know your mixer, your mixed cocktail has alcohol in it. And now we have Ron Diaz White Rum, a smooth, clear rum crafted from premium sugarcane and distilled to perfection. Cheers. Alright, so with this, I get like a sweetness yet again with it overall, but then like once it goes down, it's just like an aftertaste, like a total entire like mouthfeel of like alcohol or something.
Yeah, for me, like after drinking this, like yeah, I got the sweetness coming out, I got the smoothness going down, and all of a sudden, next thing you know, bam! It was like the spirit just came out, and be like, hi, I'm a spirit. And now we have Captain Morgan White Rum, a white rum that is 5 times distilled and made with fine cane molasses. Cheers. I do get like a sweetness from it, and it is pretty smooth. And I do get the spirit taste from it. But the great thing about it is that they're all pretty balanced between the three.
Yeah, I really can't elaborate or explain more to it. But yeah, like you said, yeah, it's pretty well balanced between all three of them. Up next, we have Blue Chair White Bay White Rum, a rum with a hint of golden sugar, tropical and dried fruits, mild spices, gentle vanilla, and bread pudding. Cheers. Alright, so with this, I do still get the hint of sweetness with it, but with that, there is like, yeah, like initially, like to me, I had like a banana and like other like fruity flavors with it that came with, but it does have an alcoholic burn afterwards.
Yeah, for me, I got the sweetness from it. It does go down pretty smooth, but I do have the spices of the like numbing, tangy feeling at the end too, also. And now we have Rimley's Gold Shipwreck Caribbean Rum, aged in a barrel and infused with natural spices like vanilla, nutmeg, orange, clovers, and other exotic island flavors, creating a smooth and rich taste.
Cheers.
Yeah, so I do get some of the sweetness from the fruit, and I do get some of the spiciness from the spices. However, I do get that spirit taste also.
So with this, I do get the spices with it overall, but then after that, the alcohol just like really quickly takes over and just like flushes every other taste buds or every other taste out of my mouth. And now we have Don Q Crystal Puerto Rican Rum. It uses a distillation system to produce a cleaner, more refined, and more delicate flavor profile. Cheers. Alright, so with this, I do get the sweetness up front, but after that, like, there isn't much flavor with it overall, but then it's just the alcohol burn that comes through, and like, you get like it just goes up through your mouth and your nostrils and just like overwhelms.
Yeah, for me, like, I get the sweetness right up front, but then the alcohol flavor just kind of bursts right afterwards. And now we have Chahotan Jade Ron Rum. Crafted in honor of the Mayan goddess of the arts, Chakchal, muse of the ancient artists and craftsmen, this rum's featuring flavors of custard cream, white chocolate, vanilla, white pepper, lemon, and mint. Cheers. Well, I got some sweet notes in the front, and I got a good note of spices in the middle, and an alcohol burn in the finish.
So I kind of concur with that, but then instead of the spices, I get the chocolate feel or the chocolate as like the middle note before the alcohol takes over. And now we have Havana Club Puerto Rican Rum, a clear, medium-bodied rum distilled and double-aged for up to 1 year with notes of pineapple and banana. Cheers. So with this too, there would drink. You do get a slight sweetness from it. I believe that's from like the sugarcane overall. But then after that, like I do get like a spiciness or a burning sensation that's coming up the back of my throat.
Yeah, for me, I like tasting this. Like the beginning, I get like a nice sweet flavor to it. It goes down pretty smooth, but it leaves like almost like the spices leaves a burning flavor sensation in my mouth. And now we have Tiki Lovers White Rum, a rum blend of Jamaican and Trinidad rum with 50% volume with a smooth but crispy character with complex fruity and floral notes. Cheers. Yeah, I get the sweetness in, it goes down smooth. However, at the end, you get the alcohol and the spices seems to team up to give you like a nice little burn.
Like I also agree, like yeah, you do get a sweetness with it, but like for my secondary flavor, it's like some fruits overall. But then yeah, it just has an alcohol finish overall that just like burns your mouth. And now we have Plantation 3-Star, a rum that blends aged rum from 3 Caribbean islands: Barbados, Jamaica, and Trinidad. Cheers. Alright, so with this, yet again, I do get the sweetness, like a sugarcane sweetness from it. It does kind of go down pretty smooth, but after that, you get like the alcohol burn that comes up.
Yeah, for me, like I do get the like alcohol taste to it, but the alcohol taste at the end and the spice taste at the end kind of gives me like almost like a dragon breath feel, like I can just breathe fire. And now we have 10-to-1 Caribbean Rum. Rum with notes of jasmine, honeysuckle, white pepper, and lemongrass, paired with a smooth and clean finish. Cheers. Having this, I do get, the funny thing is I actually get the alcohol flavor right at the beginning, but with the spices and the alcohol vapor that comes back up, those two things just pairs up and like just gives me like a warm, heated feeling in my mouth.
So with this, I do get like a small slight like sweetness with it overall, but after that, it's just like basically alcohol that comes like from the back of my throat and just out as I'm breathing. And now we finish off with Papa Spiller's flagship Blondie rum. Tasting notes of bright citrus, almond, fresh apricot, and fine butterscotch makes this a perfect rum. Cheers! Alright, so with this, I do get the sweetness. It does stay around a lot longer, the sweetness taste in your mouth, but then after that, like once the alcohol comes back, it like kind of overwhelms the alcoholness.
So for me, like the flavoring, like the sweetness is there, the spiciness is in the middle, but the alcohol comes back and it just doesn't really overwhelm, but it was a good burn that comes back. And now that we finished all the taste testing, my favorite was actually Tiki's Lovers. The reason why I based it on the Tiki Lovers is because I like drinking cocktails, and like to make a cocktail, this one, the alcohol volume is 50%, so you get a lot higher volume, but since you're going to be using it for a mixer, the alcohol volume will actually go down, but it keeps all the flavorings there. And on the negative side, like since most of these are clear, they're pretty much like sugar-based vodkas.
So with my negative aspect with this, what I don't like about the rum choice that we had here today is basically Fleischmann's. It's just basically the rum equation of Fleischmann's vodka, which to me it tastes pretty much like the same overall, just different branding. But my personal favorite, just drinking it straight up by itself, is Captain Morgan, just because it has a slight, the sweetness of it, the smoothness of it, and the slight burn that you have afterwards.
And now if you made it this far, like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below.
And remember, drink responsibly, my friends.